Good Sunday morning. Today, as we start, we'll just take a moment in silence of the mind, to actually stabilize ourselves, to put all the thoughts across on the side, and make ourselves available for the time that we're investing in the learnings that are imparted by our Supreme Father. So mind is free, completely peaceful and tranquil, and we are absolutely fresh, oxygenated, with having this 1 hour to be used to take our life onto the next level. So through the week, we listen to the Murlis every morning. And if we are in India, then the morning. If we are in the US, then evening. If we're on the other side, if we're on the eastern side, then later in the morning. Whatever time it is, we take that time out to dedicate ourselves for these learnings. And we take a lot of knowledge through the week, through Avyakt Murlis, and also then later on from the Sakar Murlis. And we also have a practice of churning, sharing the insights, what we are getting out of what Baba has said on that day in that Murli. And today, we're going to reflect how it is going to be showing up in practice, in dharana, in our day-to-day lives. How we are converting that knowledge, those insights, those realizations, how we are weaving that into our DNA, such that it becomes our permanent sanskar in this birth life. So today, it's going to be an open session where each one of us are going to be sharing, coming out of two places. One, through the week, the Murlis that we have listened, and we all must acknowledge Payal Ben, and I'm acknowledging Payal Ben for so beautifully collating the main points of the Murlis every day. And within the next few minutes of the Murli getting complete, the points are there, nicely organized for us to reflect. So thanks to Baba for making Payalven that instrument, so that we all can get benefited out of those learnings. So I want every one of us to take a couple of minutes to reflect, go back onto either your notebook or your mobile or wherever you have stored the points, wherever your takeaways have been, And what is it that you have caused for yourself out of practicing the virtues or the values that have come out of this week's Murli, all the 6 days that have gone from Monday to Saturday? Also, this is the time I would want to devote to any of the challenges any brothers or sisters are having with regards to anything, any concept that is not clear, or any challenges with regards to any dharnas which are there. And we shall collectively look at attempting to get an answer to that. Of course, we are the instrument, but Baba will touch us and get that concern be resolved. So let's take a couple of moments, and I want each one of us to be ready to share. If anyone is ready to share anything, you can unmute yourself and start sharing. In the meanwhile, the others can look at getting preparing to share. So anyone who wants to start sharing? Okay, so while you may be thinking about what to share, which may take some time to kind of organize in your mind before you speak out, I would like to point out this point which came out in the Murli on Friday, which is dated 19th July 1969, the title of which is Become Zero and Hero. And so I scribbled down a sentence for myself on reflection, and that was, the way to become big is by becoming small. And might sound paradoxical, but this is what I could see about Brahma Baba, that he never named the institution as Brahma Kumaris. He named it as Brahma Kumaris. So he himself was incognito for a long, long time. People did not know that he was the instrument for this yagya to start and to grow. Even today, many people don't know. But he's never bothered about कि ये मेरी संस्था है, मैंने start किया है. And the more he was not there in the picture, the more people recognized who he is, I would say, and what he has contributed to the world and to each one of us. And I could also see for myself, of course, it's been a long, long time that uh, thought has gone. Earlier, I would say I would want to be in the limelight. Before I came into Gyan, I would want to be the center of attraction, and I would use my tricks, I would say, to kind of make my presence felt. But then, as I got deeper into the Gyan, I realized that it's just a gratification. It was not giving a satisfaction. and started practicing being invisible. Also got to learn that there are so many Brahmin brothers and sisters who are doing so much of silent work that is having us experience the kind of uh, experiences we are having, or the amenities or the facilities we are having, uh, the learnings that we are having. Even today, many of them are going, it's anonymous that who's got it to have us experience what we are experiencing. And they are the ones who have not really bothered of coming in the limelight in this Lokik world. And that's how they have come in the limelight of Baba's world. And that's what really matters. So this was one takeaway for myself, which I got out of that Murli. The more you try to be hero, the more you are zero. How in the Lokik world, I would say the more you are zero. But the more you remain zero, that much you are hero in Baba's eyes. All right. Is anyone ready to share?
Yes, brother. I want to share Thursday Murli, 17,769 methods to create a Avyakt stage. Some points I will read it. The one word Baba asked the children to stay in Avyakt stage is consider yourself as a guest. When we in the stage of guest, then we will easily find out what the opposite person thinking inside. If you consider yourself as a guest, you will be able to become the final perfect state that has been remembered, that is karma state. If you consider yourself as a guest, then while being in the corporal form, you will not be able to remain in the object stage. A guest does not have any attachment to anyone. We are the guest even in this body. We are we are also guests in this world. You have to use this body for just a little while. The more you are a guest here, the greater a master of the world you will be there. You are not the masters of the present world. You are a guest in this world and the masters of the new world. Baba asked ours to check our bank balance. Do you use up all that you can earn, or do you also acknowledge them? Baba asking some our balances. You have to increase your balance, but together with that, such a scene will come. All people come before you as a beggar. A hungry soul comes to your doorstep. Should not go away with empty hands. Brahma Baba has said example. Not a single soul should go away with this country. All these points I noted that.
Wonderful.
Also, also Baba noted that one point you have to look after your creation. That also the bigger the creation, here greater will be your kingdom. Thank you, brother.
Yes, we are all being counted as instruments. Baba's created us as instruments and relying on us to support him in creation and bringing the golden age. Thank you, sister. Yes.
Om Shanti, good morning. I remember from the same Murli, I think it's Zero and Hero, when Arif Bhai had come. And I remember him saying, while answering somebody's question, that we can think that we are an Oscar winning hero. So we have to play our part in this world drama as if we are on the world stage. So then uh, and everybody is watching me. The God is watching me, and everybody in this universe is watching me. So that I remain conscious of this truth, and I don't do anything wrong or anything improper that is not according to the Srimad. And that's the way to play the part here, because those vibrations only go out in the universe and it returns back to us. So this is what I remember till now. And later on, if I remember something else, then I'll share again. Thank you.
Yeah, Oscar. Yeah, you said Oscar. It starts with O. O it in itself is a zero. It's and Baba is also about it's a point of light. So O is that point of light. S, Oscar. The S in Oscar is spiritual. I would say C would be clean and pure. A would be Atma Abhimani, and R would be renunciator. So as you were talking, I just thought about making it something that would make it easier for people to remember. Thank you, Seema Ben.
That's good. And also the churnings that come after we read the Murli, I wanted to know who's sharing that. I had asked
Yeah,
Rakhi, and she said just one soul, but she didn't
yeah,
name
yeah,
the soul.
yeah. So, yeah, she's Payal Behan.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I acknowledged her that the service that she is doing by, it is like a ready reckoner, which is, it is so handy. I myself am getting benefited by using that every day. I keep on reading that on and off. So, yeah, Baba's uh, blessed her with this divine service.
So Payal Behan is not here in the meeting today?
Uh, I
Om
don't see.
Shanti. Yeah, so Payal then usually doesn't join in the morning because of her own responsibilities for the day. But the beauty about the service that Payal then is doing is she's incognito on this group, but she's ready with her studies and she shares this. Another thing which I would want to acknowledge about Payal Ben is she is following the whole project the way it is meant to be done. So she fills in the chart every week and she looks forward to get this chart and see if she's missed anything. So the learning that I've taken up from her is to follow the project as it is meant to be, the one which each one of us are aware of. In writing as well as the session that Praful Bhai took on the second Sunday of this month. So encourage everyone to look at the chart and check for ourselves on how are we progressing in our learnings of Avyakt Murli. So a big acknowledgement to Payal Ben to share what she's doing.
I would like to know, though she would want to be incognito or whatever, but I would like to know a little about her. I
No,
don't know.
we shall have her in one of the sessions, and also ensure we'll have her take one of the sessions as well. So yes, it shall
Om
happen, Seema.
Shanti.
Yeah.
Om Shanti. I would like to add about Payal Bhan. Actually, I know her personally also because she is a part of our another group, and she is a new soul also. She has done course online, and she is done online course. I think during COVID time. And one thing more I want to add about Payal Bhan is that she is visually impaired. Literally speaking. So God has, Baba has blessed her with this gift, I think, gift of knowledge, like the way she churns the knowledge and way she presents it, because because we had been reading Avyakt Murlis together, and she joins another group in the morning at 5 o'clock. So she has already prepared the notes last year, so that's why she's ready to share it also. And that's a great service she's doing. So I just wanted to add about, because since you were talking about Payal Bhen, so I just wanted to add more about this thing. Thank
It
you.
is amazing, Renuben, that see how Baba's children are, how these angels are. And, as you are sharing that she is visually impaired, her third eye is so powerful. The kind of sharing, so what Baba says, last so fast, bache. She's one of those, if she's done the course online and she's here. And I would say the vision that she has got, I would feel I am visually impaired in front of her. The kind of vision that she has got.
Yes, right,
It's
brother, right. Because we can invite her one day, and we
yeah,
are also
sure.
planning to meet her also personally, because she has, like, she's different from others, like, she, like
Yeah,
the third eye, her third eye is very powerful.
amazing.
Om Shanti
Yes.
Prada.
Yes, Girija Ben.
I think it was an amazing week for me. I wouldn't say one Murli. From the P for place where I am, P for the persons whom I met, P for the powers which I could get through the Murlis, and as you say in commerce, the fourth P, I can say the position it has given me. Yes, it was an amazing week from the co-hosts or even the background stage. You can see how Baba is creating this drama. He knows whom to pick, where to place, and how to place. And he has given us such a beautiful stage or a galaxy of people. I'm very fortunate to be part of this club. I think this is the background feeling I have. Now, coming to the Murlis, if you see in the whole week, it was more emphasis, which I'm taking it and I'm still practicing it. My first lesson, soul consciousness, Avyakt stage. And the power which Baba speaks in most of the Murli, or at least touches, is power to discern. The week started with Arif Bhai just talking about how I have to check myself, how internally accurate I am. So I check myself. I'm telling people, do this, do that. But am I the same from inside? Then how can I read people? I like that point which he said, the future is bright for all of us. All, everyone. Baba's children honor everyone. That shows the altruistic and the magnanimity of my father. The second point which I took in this Murli is vices. I checked, I didn't have any of those great 5 vices. I don't know. I mean, in my checking, I didn't have it that much. But that one vice which was, I felt, which really is pulling me down or putting me a break, was laziness. Mental laziness, or trying to postpone things. Oh, there's still time. Oh, there's still time. That was the second thing about vices. And then how I have to change myself. Baba speaks about the form. So I'm just looking about changing my dress, changing my hair, but there is so much else I have to show the people through my face, through my eyes. So how do I decorate myself? So that puts me back to my Amrit Vela. And the last concept which I liked was this master and child. I felt like it was just like a ladder, going up, coming down. Give your idea what you have, and then like a child, just go and allow that idea to shake you. I think that's where we are always, we lack, because we want our ideas, whatever we have given, to see that it works out. But here again, I liked that concept. And Baba ends it all up with yesterday by saying one word, point, point, point. And the same came in the Sakar Murli also yesterday, where Baba says, I am a point, the soul is a point, the supreme soul is a point, and that supreme soul is Shiva. I liked it, and I visualized it nicely, as if I'm going on a destination on a two-wheeler, and Baba is sitting behind me His hands are on my shoulders and he's cheering me here and there, how to go here about. And then he's at times trying to, like hold me. It's such a lovely ride I had this week. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, family. Om Shanti.
So then, Girija, when is the laziness, the concern of laziness taken care of?
Maybe a little this, but you know what happens, Vimish, by sometimes the body or something, it reacts. I won't think I have conquered it totally. That is still there. I'll give a simple example of my laziness. When I'm wearing my flip-on shoes, sometimes the shoe doesn't, the back flap, you have to put it up to walk. Sometimes I just leave it. I just said, it's okay. I have to just go there and remove my shoe. Let it go like that. And then I think that's also a sort of laziness. Why can't I pull up my shoe, even though it's a short distance? That's an example I'm giving you. So I won't say it's gone. I think it will go. In every activity, I have to check myself.
So last week, I was there at Abu for the bhatti, and one of the things that I got from there with regards to alasya, albelapan, or with any of the things that I have a challenge in not following. Of course, there are old sanskars, and only with awareness and with a commitment to have it resolved will it shift. But what I got for myself was that it is the mind that we are slaves to. We are the slave of what the mind tells us. It captives us. We feel that the mind is the whole and soul, but actually it is driving us. It is consuming us, and that is how, like, whenever we want to do something and we are experiencing a challenge, how do we know that it is a challenge, or how do we say that nahi yaar, nahi karna, nahi ho payega? It's the mind which tells us. And what I got for myself is that we have to train ourselves to command the mind. We tell the mind that I tell the mind that I want to do this and I'm going to do this. And when you start doing that, you are then training the mind to be in control of what you are instructing it to do. It is something that I have taken on practicing, and just a few days after coming back from the bhatti, it is doing wonders. And one of the things that someone shared was that we are talking about alasya and albelapan. Baba, at the age of 93, in his sakar form, used to sit up straight, upright, without any support. And he has, in fact, created a base for us to, with so many amenities and so much of facilities, that our yoga becomes easier. But the more that he has provided, the more lax we have become. So at 93, if he can do it, if with the cancer of more than 30 years of Gulzar Dadi could do it, if with the challenges, the health conditions that uh, Mamma Baba had, Jagdamba Saraswati, what she had got, then aren't we kind of selling out too cheap on our own selves? So that was my takeaway from this bhatti, which I wanted to share with everyone.
That's perfect, Vimish Bhai, because as you said, this laziness yesterday, last evening, I was in Tapasya Dham. Somebody just told me, why don't you go there? I was sitting on the sofa. And I don't know, I just put my back to the sofa. And I didn't close my eyes, of course. And I was just looking at Baba. There was a sister close to me. She just took a hand next to my neck. I've never seen anyone doing that. At the first moment, I thought, oh, what audacity. She just said, sister, sit straight. I said, no, I have a little neck pain. She said, nothing will happen. You just sit straight. I'm telling you, everything would be fine. It just hit me. That was one of the kind what you just spoke, laziness. I said, Baba is trying to give me some instruments or somewhere. So I just took that and I sat. And see, after 15 minutes, when I looked, that sister wasn't there. I'm not saying it may be my thing, but that's just something Baba is saying. See, this is also your one more form of laziness, which you have been carrying over, saying, oh, let me go behind and all. But, you know, like yoga way of speaking. I like that, what you said. I like that somebody picked me up. Om Shanti.
Yeah, and see, if you see Brahma Baba, we go and we see the picture of Brahma Baba. Everywhere he's upright. He's so straight. Even when we are sitting in front of him and to meditate, the picture that we see, he's sitting so upright. So we got to look at what is the message that we are allowing our mind to give us. And in this moment, are we taking on commanding the mind to tell, I want this, and take it up from here? All right, I think we should give other people a chance to share. Yes, Harpreet Ben, Sakshi Ben, Pratibha Ben, Kartika Ben, Sandhya Ben, Om Bhai. Yes, Harpreet Ben.
Yeah, Om Shanti, brother. I'm actually at the airport of Mumbai. My flight is delayed. So it is good that I can hear everybody today. What I have started practicing, maybe I can just share. Along with the Avyakt Murlis, which are being done every day, which I'm really, really very, very grateful to each one of you, because when each one of you speaks, there's a learning, and which I digest quietly. So, which is nice. And what I've done is that I have taken this full, printed copies of the Murlis in book form, year wise. So I carry the book with me now everywhere. So even right now, as you're speaking, the 1969 book is in my hand. So what I have done is, because of my travel and many times the time variations, it's not so straightforward. So I've just decided, for me, every moment is going to be Amrit Vela. So that's just a thought. So whenever I get the time in the middle, I try of course I do my morning, but if sometimes morning I'm in the flight or something, I just carry it with me in lunchtime and something. I will read myself. I give a break to my work routine by just reading. And I have this little, you know, experience that I always feel Baba is directly talking to me. And wherever I have a doubt, I get an answer. I just need to focus more. I take my own notes. So I think I'm just in that little self-learning process. And from each one of you, I learn. From hearing the Murli, I learn. And from my own reading, wherever there's an ambiguity, I feel that a direct connection is what gives you the right answer. Because sometimes people interpret in their own way. And maybe also the interpretations are right for each one of us. It's not even wrong or right. Both, all are right, But in your own personal journey, I have felt that the more I connect directly to the Almighty, the better it is. Even more than sometimes what you hear and listen. The more you connect, the more you get more divine answer as to why certain words are being used. So I just thought I'll share what I'm doing. So it's just a journey I'm going through, and I'm working towards it as a determined soul. So for me, every moment is Amrit Vela. That is my new practice, actually. That
Very nice.
you have to just find every second is Amrit Vela. You have to think that way. And then you start leading your life that way. Om Shanti.
Yeah, Amrit Vela. The Amrit means nectar. So each and every moment is filled with the sweetness of the nectar. Beautiful. Harpreet Ben. Yes, Kartika Ben, you wanted to share something?
Om Shanti, brother. So I am very happy to be a part of this family and a group. So and many of things I have changed. In the first group also I am there, but I am not regular to that group. But I will study the Murali daily. But in this second revision group, so I am very happy. I am not missing any day Murali. So I am also having that awareness and many streamers which I have missed. Now I am started. It's very easy for me to follow that. And one thing in the last week or in previous sessions, Baba is mainly telling about the Avyakt stage. So how to keep us in Avyakt stage. So regarding to that, Baba is telling us many points, that is to be incorporeal, bodiless, that is totally renunciate, and complete perfect stage of confluence stage, like that. So I am practicing that bodiless, brother. And what is the difference between bodiless and incorporeal?
Okay. Okay. Would anyone like to answer that?
And detached. Three things Baba is telling us to be, that will help you in Avyakt form. And for
Yeah.
that renunciation, all that will help us surrendering. So each and every value, he's all through in each Murali is stressing about that Avyakt form. So it
Yeah.
is the one through which we can get the power of discernment, power of tolerance, decision making, fearlessness, and most of the introvertness. So that all the thing, I think the basic practice I should do is that bodiless and incorporeal to maintain myself in Avyakt stage. So far, I
Hmm.
didn't practice that. Om
Yeah.
Shanti, but start with that incorporeal and bodiless.
Yeah. And third one you said
Bodiless.
was detached, right?
Detached also. Three things Baba is telling us to remember.
Yeah. Right. So,
Om Shanti, brother. Bodiless means
yes.
always in the ascending stage.
Okay. That
Practicing
is
the
Ash.
ascending
Hmm.
stage. That is the Shakti.
Okay. Right. That is Ashariri. Okay. Incorporeal. Would anyone like to answer that?
Om what Shanti. I feel is incorporeal is just a thought, the sankalp, to say I am. Bodiless is the process, or you can say the effort to come out of the body and give. And detachment is the result. Once in my thought, I know I'm incorporeal, I am not this body. How to do it, how to get that sankalp metamorphosis. I go out of the body. I come out through the process, which is again, and then as I go up above with bodiless and incorporeal, I can see myself. I can see everyone, a kind of detachment. It is just a churning I did now. Om Shanti.
All right. Yes, brother, you were saying something?
Om Shanti, thank you for such a wonderful churning of knowledge every day. As a part of this Avyakt Club, Avyakt Murli Club English, I am very, very fortunate. And I hope it is also there in the evenings just before the good night. If it happens, I'll be even more fortunate. About this incorporeal, actually it is a Nirakari stage, where we are in our Anadi form, the seed stage, and Shiv Baba, like Shiv Baba, equal to, like similar to Shiv Baba. Shiv Baba is Nirakari. So when we go to Paramdham, again it is a thought only that we make a sankalp, create a sankalp that I am an Anadi Swarupa, Beach Swarup Atma. So that time, nothing is there, no consciousness of body, not even consciousness of your subtle body. We are just a point form. In my view, it is this Nirakari state. Om Shanti.
All right. Thank you, Ombai. Anyone else?
Om Shanti, brother.
Yep.
Yeah, brother, I feel it is the other way. Like Girija Bhen was telling the other way, but I have felt that it is the other way. Like first you feel detached. Like first comes detachment. Like when we start our meditation, we detach ourselves from the body and all the thoughts which are related to body relations. And after that detachment, when we are detached from the body, then comes the bodiless stage. And once we feel completely that I'm a soul, I'm not this body. And after that, I think the third stage is incorporeal stage, that Nirakar state. Then when you feel you are in Anadi form or Paramdham state, I feel the sequence is like that. We can discuss on this point with others also. Others can also tell us like, but I feel this is the sequence.
Yeah. So simply speaking, one of the things that I would look at it is bodiless, that the body is there, but you're not in the experience of that body. The body is there, but you're relating to yourself as the soul that is there in the body. Incorporeal actually would be meaning, like when you say Nirakari, would be that incorporeal actually means that you're not composed of any matter. It's having no material existence. Okay, so that is what we call as uh, the space of a soul. So one, the bodiless state is that the body is there, but you're not in the experience of that I am the body. Like I would call myself, okay, the Sharir ka naam Vimish hai. It is not that I am Vimish. I would say, yeah, this body has got a name so that it is used for an identification. And the second is more of coming that I don't have a physical existence. And detachment, for that matter, is when you're not involved emotionally into anything. I'm only bringing a different perspective over and above what we may have heard so far. That not that you are uh, abstaining from responsibilities. It's not that. It's not like a sannyasi where you would just throw your hands up and say, "Oh, I don't care. It doesn't matter." No, your responsibilities, your social obligations, yet may be there, but there is no attachment that you would have to that. If my Lokik father right now he's going through a health uh, paper, I would say, I would not even call a challenge or anything. It's just a paper he's going through. So if I'm looking at it as being his Lokik son, I would involve my emotions into it and say, oh, my father is suffering, my father is suffering. It's full of attachment. The moment I detach myself that he is a soul and I am a soul, and his body is going through his karmic, settling his karmic account, and I am an instrument who's here to provide service to him, to what is required for him. And when I am operating from there, I can see that I am able to serve him in a much more constructive manner, which otherwise I wouldn't have been able to had I been operating from attachment. So I thought, let me bring this example if that can help clarify. Kartika, does it answer your question?
Yes, brother. Yes, I too think are practicing that while in this body, when I am feeling that soul, the point, or any practices like that, it is bodiless. So when
Yeah,
in meditation, making us stable in subtle region, uh,
yeah,
corporeal, that is Nirakar.
yeah.
Thank you, brother. Thank you,
I,
family.
a long time back, I'd gone to Abu, and There I met this brother. I remember this funny incident. We were sitting in a group and someone asked, we were talking about bodiless state. What is bodiless state? And he was from south of India and he is saying, bodiless state means less of body till the time you become zero in body. And the way he answered it was so hilarious, but it made so much of sense that, oh, you are not into your body consciousness at all. So though he said it in a very humorous way, uh, it made a lot of sense.
May I just add something, brother, here to what you
Sure,
just said?
sure.
Yeah. So the very nice example you gave about how you're taking care of your Lokik father, that is beautiful. Just wanted to also say that this word detachment and attachment, for me, I've pondered over this, and what I've realized is you can be detached and get involved. Attachment sucks your energy down. Anything, check your energy state. Anything which brings your energy down, it is more due to attachments. But if your energy state remains powerful and strong and you can serve with that same integrity, that means you are detached. You may be involved, but you are still very detached because your energy state is very powerful. That's one checking that I have been doing on myself, and I've realized I've improved. I still have a long way to go, but I've really improved. The other second point, the sequence which the sisters were saying, do you get
Yeah.
detached first and then go and meditate, or do you get meditate and then get? To me, I think it's both, because I've experienced both sides of it. When you are planning to sit for a meditation, it's a conscious thought. I'm going to sit, and now I'm going to, then you ponder, you reflect, I am a soul, and then you start in a certain sequence, right? So the sequence is different. But let's say I'm in my Lokik life working, right? I instantly get into the detached when I feel any small thing and I want to get into that Avyakt mode. It's just a thought. I'm entering the Avyakt stage and I'm immediately there. And then the sequence is different because I'm already in that, elevated stage of humility, come love, come compassion to the situation that I'm facing, that I'm able to deal with things in a very nice way, and I can feel the energy of Baba. I can feel everything. And then it's the reverse flow. So I just feel there's no one way of doing things. It's just, it's so amazing what Baba is teaching us. You can do it this way, you can do it that way. And it's just your checking is your energy level and how you're dealing with the situation, and your calmness with which you approach something. And I think then the process this way or that way, it's finally a circle. I think in my previous one of the Murli classes was saying that I always see the circle means it's a continuous journey, and you can go this way or you can go that way. Doesn't matter. Finally, the outcome is what's important. Om Shanti.
Final outcome is going to be Baba is going to hold our hand and take us all together.
Yes. Okay, I have to excuse myself. My flight is done.
Yeah, sure. No
I
problem.
really loved listening to each one of you. And I'm
Yeah.
just going to board now. Thank you so much.
No,
Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, family.
thank you. Yes, brother, you want to say something? You raised your hand.
Bhaiji, Om Shanti. This detached state, I think it is the Farishta state, where I am out of this matter, body of matter. I am in a body of light. Every karmendriya is made of light. I visualize that my every organ is converting into the light form, light and bright, and I am inside that in between the eyebrows of the Farishta Sarup. And this the bodiless is that ki I am still what you explained very beautifully, that I am in the body but I am not the body. I am looking at someone, but I am the looker, I am the onlooker. The eyes are the medium. Similarly, kano dwara sunne wali means I am not the ears but I am the one who is hearing. So I am not the body, I am inside the body. So that consciousness is the bodiless. I am I am in the body, I am in this world, but I am playing, I am an instrument. I am the Malik. I am the king who is controlling the body, not the other way. Just some thoughts. Om Shanti.
Wonderful, wonderful, brother. And you say about the eyes and the ears, the indriya that we have, the karmendriya jit, when we say those indriyas are we are using organically, spiritually to fulfill our karmas, our duties.
Yes,
Those indriyas are only used to fulfill our duties, nothing else.
yes, nothing else. I'm
Beautiful.
detached. I'm totally
Yes.
detached from this. I'm
Yes.
just using it as per the
Yeah.
Baba's direction. That's all. That's all. I'm not, no attachment, no nothing. It is just, I am in my own original self. That
Yeah.
simple.
There is no pull. There are no emotions in there. There is no drama. I'm not the drama that Baba talks about, but the emotional drama about that.
Yes,
You know,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
when
Vaidhi.
when there is some kind of a challenge that comes, a typical human nature would be about getting disturbed or stressed. Uh, and
Yes,
I, in Lokik life, I'm a coach, so I would ask people that, okay, how much that does that stress or tension or getting worried help or getting worked up help? No, no, it doesn't help. But we should become stressed, no? I said, why should you become stressed?
mm,
How does it help? I said, you would do something if it helps you. But there is a
true.
collapse where people are, so they think attachment is necessary, and they also feel that if you're not attached means you are indifferent, you are emotionless. So getting that awareness around with people that you are yet fulfilling onto your commitments, your duties, doing things in discipline, not letting your emotions interfere by letting it come in the way of actually doing what is required to be done and to be serving.
Yes, Paiji, I think in this, the soul has a natural tendency to show emotions. What I have experienced is we should not, that emotion should not be the outcome of a situation and to a dehadari. The emotion should be
Yeah,
shown to the Baba. I have seen
exactly.
so many times when I sit in front of Baba, tears will flow. That
Yeah,
is that is something which is even strengthening the bond between me and Baba. But same thing if I do it in front of some Dehadari, then it is it is like I think I'm weaker there because I was supposed to be detached in
yeah,
any situation. So I think there is a very subtle difference. All relationships should be experienced with Baba, the supreme energy, the point form who is always detached. You see Baba, how Baba is playing the role of a principal director, the principal
yeah,
actor and director. If one imagines that, it's a really wonderful feeling he gives that he has so many children and every children is in a different state of mind. He's in different Jamela or Mela. So that how is he managing? He loves all, but he's detached.
yeah. So as you were sharing what you're sharing, I got a new term. I said I would use emotion, breaking it up into two words, E and motion. E means elevated, elevated motion. You're elevating yourself to get connected to Baba. So actually having your emotion turned into an elevated motion.
Yes, beautiful, Vaiji, beautiful. Yeah, that's
All
what
right,
we need to
wonderful.
practice. Thank you,
Yeah,
Baba.
wonderful. So it's 5:59. Let's get into a short meditation. And this meditation, I'm going to share an experience that I had from the Bhatti. Okay, so let's sit relaxed with a calm face, with gratitude in our souls, full of happiness, full of peace, content, free from any kind of a drive or a pull that would pull you down, free like a bird, in an experience of bliss. You're taking deep breaths, your shoulders are relaxed, and your body is so composed and easy. Beautiful state to be in. free from any kind of pain, any kind of worry, absolutely free. So here I'm sharing an experience as you're in that state of Avyakt Sthiti. Atam Prakash Bhaiji Senior, he was conducting a session and he narrated one incident when he was with Sakar Baba. And when Sakar Baba was playing cricket with the children, and Atam Prakash Bhaiji wanted to take a photo. So he took out his camera and positioned himself to take photo of Brahma Baba playing cricket. Brahma Baba saw this and he stopped the play and he came to Atam Prakash Bhaiji and asked him, said, "What are you doing?" Atam Prakash Bhaiji said, "Baba, I'm taking your photo playing cricket." Baba says, "What's the point of taking the photo as I am not seen? I cannot be seen." And that was Shiv Baba who was speaking through the medium of Brahma Baba. What is to be seen is the beauty of the soul. We may all pose for the best pictures, but even that is a bodily state. Let us all take memories of the beautiful soul that we are. This body is nothing but an instrument. Picturize the beautiful memories, the experiences that you can create with your soul, and let that experience leave an impression, create a picture in other people's minds, which inspires them to elevate their sanskars. Thank you, Baba, for this learning, for this sustenance, for taking us under your canopy and having us grow. And thank you to this beautiful family for us to share and grow with. Om Shanti. See you all tomorrow morning at 5 o'clock with a fresh start.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you.
Thank you.